Today we're going to talk about operational efficiency. The title is very fancy, but it's all about efficiency today. So in this tough environment, it's the efficiency, operational efficiency is not an option. It's a must.
Stock firmware doesn't really quite hit the mark because it's sort of offering this umbrella for all chips. Because Vnish offers something called per chip auto tuning. Means we can create profiles for every individual machine, and then we can, say, overclock stronger chips or underclock those that need greater stability because they're weaker, right? Even though they're the same machine. So these are the sort of granular details that we can control, and Vnish leading to better efficiency much more. These profiles take anywhere between 3 to 4 hours to create, but once that's done, they automate this process. They'll change that pretty much automatically. Now, Vnish as well, it's not just firmware products. We've got an entire ecosystem of products that a lot of people know about. So, of course, we're the largest firmware provider. We also have the HashCore toolkit. So this is our farm management product. Helps things like device setup, diagnosis, bulk configuration, things like that. Then we've got Pulse. This is our monitoring product as well. So it's cloud-based and gives greater visibility. And then we've also got the HashCore proxy. This is Stratton proxy that sits between the pool and our firmware. This is really key because one single pool can be quite unreliable, right?
I was wondering if this becomes an industry standard, that there's different modes already, like where does Vnish add value? Or...
Yeah, so this is a really interesting question. I think the broader question here is, will stock firmware eventually become so good that there's no added advantage by custom firmware? It's a good point, but a lot of people don't realize that we hold the IP for custom firmware. So essentially we can't do it. We have 5 patents actually since 2021 with all the 5 pending. So if there are any of our competitors in the audience, then they might be sweating for this. But this is the truth. And also the current server ecosystems, these are just 2 approved channels, and they really don't change much. They enable you to, at one click, overclock your machines right when you've got, say, low temperatures or price might be low, and do vice versa. Vnish is per chip auto-tuning. It's much more granular and much more effective. I think if anyone here is a miner and they're running stock firmware, definitely come and speak to me or my team after the conference or even after our speech, because there are so many different ways that we can actually improve firmware against our competitors, especially with Brain's stock firmware. So it's definitely worth looking into. And I think the main point here is no, they can't. We have the IP and we've got 10 years of developer experience behind us. So we already know what we're doing.